What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Custard right here from Anime Escape with another My Hero Academia review. I think it's episode 15. One thing at a time. Let's dive into it. Episode pretty much starts off with Hawks landing in that same building, or landing at that same building that we were talking about in the last episode. I thought it was the commission because there was another hero there. Come to find out, it's not. It's nothing like I thought it was. So what it is actually where the leagues of villains are. So pretty much like Toga and Dabi and Mr. Compression and Spinner, and I can never think of the guy's name who duplicates himself. But they're all there. They're like explaining to Hawks everything, and they're talking to him about everything and all that. And after a while, they're like, "Yeah, Hawks, you can go." So Hawks leaves, but we get a little bit more detail about Hawks' ability and his fist wings ability and what they can do. So come to find out, his ability, his wings can pick up vibrations, so he can hear what people are saying through walls and stuff. So he's listening and he hears Toga say it's not gonna matter in 4 months because everything's gonna be destroyed. So he realized everything. Then it flashes to Endeavor, and Endeavor's reading the notes, and it keeps flashing back between Hawks and Endeavor, and Hawks is saying the information, and then it flashes back to Endeavor as he's reading the information. So he's putting two and two together, and the attack in 4 months, they're going to pretty much try to cripple all the systems and everything like that. So we need fighter, we need manpower, stuff like that. So Endeavor puts two and two together, and he realizes that the commission, pretty much the people who are over the Hero Society and stuff like that, are pushing, not really pushing, but trying to get the students to be prepared because they feel like it's not going to be enough heroes and they need more manpower. So after Endeavor reads all this, then he goes out the room, and right before he goes out the room, I can never think of her name. I can't think of her name, but she has the green flame hair, which is dope, which is extremely dope. And she's talking to Deku, Shoto, and Bakugo. And she was like, well, since Endeavor wants Shoto, he doesn't want you other two, so it looks like you other two are stuck with us. And then Endeavor comes out, and he was like, Bakugo, Deku, Shoto, you're all training under me. And I'm like, okay. So then it cuts to one of the funniest moments of the episode. So it cuts to Endeavor talking to Bakugo and them, and he asks I know about Shoto, so I need to know about Bakugo and Deku. So he asks Deku, and Deku pretty much explains in the most Deku way that he wants to learn to control his new power while learning to build on his own. And Endeavor just caught it like that, and he was like, oh, so you want to do that? And he was like, yeah. And they were like, okay, that's fine. And he was like, Bakugo, what do you want to do? And Bakugo was like, I'm here to study up under you to see what you can do so I can become number one. And that's pretty much Bakugo's whole goal. So then as Endeavor was like, okay, it's time to hit the streets and stuff like that, it goes to Shoto. And Shoto was like, I'm really just here to use you. He was like, I want to learn how to use, Flash Fire Fist. And, pretty much Shoto was like, I'm just here to use you, Per. I'm not here for relationships. I'm not here for all that other stuff. I'm here to use you, and that's it. And Endeavor, you could tell Endeavor was kind of hurt. Endeavor was like, I thought he was here to bond and stuff like that. Because Endeavor's trying. Endeavor is actually trying. So, he thought he was gonna make a little path or gain some stuff from him or create a bond, and no, it's not working. No, it's not working. I'm not gonna work it. So Endeavor's like, yeah, I thought Shoto was gonna be here to try to bond with me, but he's not. He's just here to use me. I was greatly misinformed. But after that, they go walking, and Endeavor's telling him about how they have to be on their toes at all times, and they have to notice the slightest thing, the slightest pressures and stuff like that. and like they kind of flash back to when they were like walking the first time, and then Endeavor just took off and flew off to stop something. So that's what he meant. They were like understanding, and then like as they're talking and going, Endeavor gets a call, and then again he's off. And then like they're actually, this time they weren't surprised. They weren't surprised last time, but this time they were more prepared for what happened, so they just took off right behind them. So I forgot exactly what happened. There was a mugger, someone like a hit and run, and the guy was like on a moped or something like that, and he just kept going. And then like Endeavor like caught him. And I forgot what Bakugo said, but I think Bakugo said he noticed it as well. And then Todoroki was like, "Oh, you noticed it too, Bakugo?" And Bakugo was like, "Of course I noticed it." And like the what was it? I don't want to call him the sidekick of Endeavor, like, cause he got like a whole bunch of people working up under him. The guy was like, "Bakugo is so petty." Like it literally says so petty, like for no reason. So then next thing you know, Endeavor takes off again. And they're like, "Where's he going?" And like the other hero, he was like, "Go, we got this." And like as he's going, he's telling them like, this is not, you know, something to just be joking around. This is not something to be playing with. These are people's lives in their hand. And like as you know, he stops the truck from hitting one, and then he gives them the like as he's talking to them, like Deku just runs up to the lady to make sure she's okay. That's Deku. Deku always gonna do that. And then he's like turns to them and he was like, "Bakugo, Shoto, you both have the same assignment." And Shoto was such an asshole now. Shoto was like, "Is it dealing with flash fire flame? Because if it's not, I'm not studying it." And then Bakugo was like, "Why am I always with this guy? Like, why am I always being teamed up with this guy?" So pretty much he explained to them what needs to be done, and pretty much Endeavor explains to Shoto how to do the flash fire fist. But like it's funny because Deku comes out of nowhere. He was like, "Hey, that's kind of the same way with your AP shot." And he was like, then Bakugo's like, "Why do you know so much about me? Get away from me." And it's the best thing ever. So after that, it cuts to them standing on the building, and they're all like eating snacks or something, or eating meal or whatever. And Endeavor's talking to Deku, and he was like, "So you can fully control. Can you fully control one of your abilities without thinking?" He's like, "Yeah, that's full Calvin." He was like, "But I have to stop to think to, you know, properly use the what's it called? What's the name of it? His air cannon or whatever it's called, his air cannon." But he said he wants to like actually focus on learning the Black Whip. And Endeavor says like the smartest thing ever I've heard from Endeavor, and it's actually understanding why he's like the #1 hero now. So Endeavor was like, "Don't focus on Black Whip, focus on your air pressure cannon or whatever." And Deku was like, "Why? That's not why I'm here." So Endeavor put it in the best way possible. He was like, "You see that man driving? You see everything he has to do in order to drive. He has to steer, he has to put his foot on the gas, he has to navigate the mirror, all at the same time, pretty much." They were like, but he didn't start off doing that all at once. Like he managed one thing at a time, which was obviously the title. So he managed one thing at a time to the point where it became natural without thinking that he managed to do anything. So Deku was like, "Okay, I get it." So, you know, and then Deku had his little flash, so he was like, "You know, I'm grateful for like All Might for giving me his power and stuff like that, and you know, but I still got a long way to go. This, and the episode ends. So yeah, wasn't a lot of details I could go over about this episode because it was really straightforward. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I don't know. I kind of lost track what I was thinking. But stay true, stay savage, people. I'm out. Bye.